And you will learn today what is hypnosis, what is not hypnosis, what will hypnosis do, who can be hypnotized, who can learn hypnosis, steps for self hypnosis, and how to hypnotize others, and what next. So, this is what we are going to cover today. What is hypnosis? Is the question that comes. This is the theoretical explanation, a special psychological state resembling sleep only superficially and marked by a level of awareness other than the ordinary conscious state. It is slightly different from the awakened state as we are in now, disturbed or influenced by immediate circumstances. During hypnotic state, you may not immediately, impulsively, or compulsively react to the situations around. You will be responding slightly in a paced manner. So it's almost like sleep, but not exactly sleep. It's purely a psychological state resembling sleep and not exactly sleep. So what is not hypnosis? It is not an unaware state at all. During hypnosis, you will be fully aware of what is going on around you. Though you may not be feeling disturbed by what is going around you, you will be only witnessing and may not immediately react or respond to it. But yet you will be fully aware of what is happening around you. Losing control on oneself and yielding to another person, he is not hypnosis. In hypnosis, you will be in fullest control of yourself, and the other person, the hypnotist, is only a person leading you in hypnosis. He or she, as an hypnotist, has no hold on you. You are in fullest control. The cinema or media or whatever, the word hypnosis means as if somebody influences you or coerces you to do something against your will, and they take control of your mind. Has been projected. Even today, it has been said hypnosis is losing ourselves, losing our mental balance, and yielding to somebody else. Has been said. In fact, hypnosis is not something where you lose control of your own thinking or yourself. No, nobody can touch you without your permission, even in hypnosis, is the fact. So there is nothing esoteric about hypnosis. There is no yantra, mantra, tantra, no, nothing beyond. It's all happening in you by your willful participation. It is not any jhana state. So never, never entertain, or somebody suggests also, this jhana has nothing to do with hypnosis. Jhana is a spiritual process where it's 8-step path, yama, niyama, pratyahara, pranayama, no? All those things are there. It's an 8-step process. That is a spiritual domain. This is purely only psychic, psychological mind. You are going to deal with your own mind. So it's a dhyana, it's not a dhyana state. So what will hypnosis do? It can do everything that the mind can do. It can help your mind to get regulated. You can come out of unwanted thinking patterns within you and regulate your thinking and channelize your thinking in a particular direction. Someone was asking, can I change my behavior? Yes, you can change your behavior because thought precedes your behavior. Thought backed by belief influences your behavior. So when you change your thought, automatically the behavior can easily change. Yeah. Only thing is, it's not by one stroke that the behavior changes. You need to condition it for some time. So that way, mind responds to only conditioning. When you regularly condition it, definitely change happens. Same way, emotional regulations. You can avoid mood swings. You can have relaxed sleep if you are disturbed by something. Will Corona catch me? Or will I die? Will this person, like that? We generate a lot of unwanted thoughts. The factory inside our skull is generating a lot of thoughts which are not required, and we have no hold over that. We become prisoner of our own thought and then lose our sleep. So You don't have to be a prisoner of your own thoughts and then lose your sleep and then in the process lose your mental balance and physical strength. Nothing. You can regulate and sleep well. So much so, I can say with authenticity that a person who was taking sleeping pills for 20 years, and when psychiatrist said, boss, you can't take any sleeping pill anymore because your liver is enlarged. If you keep on taking sleeping pill, I think your liver will stop and you will die. Go for alternate way. That person approached me. So with a combination of NLP and hypnosis, that person is today, even today, is sleeping well without medicine. So you can give sufficient rest to body and mind, stress relief, emotional, physical pain. You can come out of negative thinking. You can have clarity of thinking. You can fix goal, achieve it. You can have a better decision making. Whatever that the mind can do, hypnosis can facilitate the mind to do it. It's all about how you program it in a particular way and the mind automatically responds to it. So hypnosis is definitely a very safe and sure-proof way by which you can regulate your thinking and operate it the way you want it and gain control over your own self in the process, your life immediately around you. So this a whole lot hypnosis can do. So who can be hypnotized? Anyone of reasonable intelligence can be hypnotized. Why I'm saying reasonable intelligence is, when I say intelligence, it is the maturity to understand what has been said and the maturity to take responsibility to do whatever has been asked. A basic sense of self-assurance and understanding the command or the statements and process being given. So anyone of reasonable intelligence can be hypnotized. Only strong-minded people are good subjects. Please understand. It is not weak-minded people. Weak-minded people are not easily, they will not get hypnotized. People who are strong-willed, strong-minded, only such people are very good subjects for hypnosis, and only they can get easily hypnotized and only they can bring out positive results in them. Please bear it in mind. A person who can relax well. What I'm saying relax well is that a person who is somewhat self-assured and is ready to do the process of hypnosis can get hypnotized. If I doubt myself and if I doubt others also, and if I doubt the process of hypnosis, then I may not yield myself to the process and I may not get hypnotized. So unless that basic sense of assurance, okay, something good can happen to me and I also want good things to happen in my life, and okay, let me undergo this process. Unless that basic comfort and relaxation is there in you, the person cannot get hypnotized. So a person who can relax well can get hypnotized. A person who is emotionally stable. Yes. When I say at the time of hypnosis, the person needs to be somewhat, not calm, not Zen-like calmness. I'm not saying that. But then if the person is very agitated, very disturbed, either anger or depression or sadness or irritation, whatever it is, if the person is very agitated, the person needs to come down to some kind of a stability and then only we can start hypnotizing the person. Yeah. So a person who is emotionally stable only can be hypnotized. A person in deep sorrow, deep agitation, anger, allow the person to subside, let that subside, intensity subside, and then you can start the hypnosis process. Yeah. Sometimes it has happened to me that when I do the hypnosis process in person for the relief, suddenly they may burst out and cry and they will sometimes throw tantrum also. At that point, I just quietly sit and watch them to subside. And once they subside, they'll say, I'm sorry. I was different. Yeah, it's okay. Tell them and then again bring them back. So a person who is emotionally stable can get hypnotized. Very important, a person who can imagine well can get hypnotized. That means as you are endowed with something called creative imagination. Yeah. When the human being is endowed with self-awareness and imagination. So if you can use your creative imagination well, you can easily get hypnotized. A person who is crudely going by logic and critical thinking analysis may not get hypnotized. Somewhat mental flexibility is required and intelligence in imagination is required for you to get hypnotized. So a person who can imagine well can get hypnotized. And it's very important, a person who is willing to go to hypnotic state is very, very important. A person who is willing to go to hypnotic state can get hypnotized. A person who is not willing can never be hypnotized. Please understand that. So who can be hypnotized is, if you're intelligent, you'll get hypnotized. If you are self-controlled and self-responsibility you're taking, then you can get hypnotized. Who can learn hypnosis then? This is the answer. Who cannot learn? Anybody can learn. Willingness to learn and willingness to undergo the process can learn hypnosis. Anyone with self-responsibility and determination to practice can learn hypnosis. Definitely it calls for self-responsibility, because whatever happens in the subject is happening in them by their will. As a hypnotist, I can lead the process. Tomorrow, after you learn this technique that you're going to learn today, you can apply on people around you safely, without any worry. You can apply on people and it is happening in them. You're only leading the process. That way, it is the person who is undergoing hypnosis is fully responsible for whatever is happening in them. So that way, anyone with self-responsibility and determination to practice can learn hypnosis. No specific special qualification is needed. Common sense and curiosity, willingness to learn is sufficient. You don't require any grade qualification, academic qualification. You don't require any grade this and that to practice hypnosis. I am talking the process of hypnosis. Yeah. Legally, okay, a lot of factors are there. That is different. But I'm just only talking of hypnosis to learn and apply. You don't require any special psychology, BA, MSc psychology, BSc psychology. There's nothing. Reasonable intelligence and curiosity to learn is sufficient. You don't even know psychology. You don't even need to know psychology at all. Psychology is a very vast subject academically. Here, simply the tool of hypnotizing we know fair enough. High IQ is not needed. In fact, high IQ can sometimes be counterproductive when the person goes into analysis, and that analysis can lead to paralysis, as we say normally. So, not required. Only thing is, it will be nice if right-thinking people with helping attitude learn hypnosis. Why I'm saying it is, as a hypnotist, you are dealing with the subconscious mind of the willing subject who repose their trust on you. So, as a hypnotist, basically, you need to have the sincerity to be honest and truthful and helping the person, and no iota of any kind of manipulation should come into your mind. It is breach of trust. So that way, if it is better if the hypnotist has right thinking, basically a good in character and attitude, so that the subject who is yielding or reposing faith in the hypnotist and undergoing the process is not manipulated and cheated. So this is the only thing that is required to learn hypnosis. Are you hypnotizable? Yeah. So just do on your own. All I do is that hold your palm like this now. And as you hold this palm now, imagine both the palms are glued together. They are pasted together. Very tight, tighter and tighter, tighter and tighter, tighter and tighter, tighter and tighter. Now, they are now totally tight, absolutely and fully tight now, that you can't take it away. However hard you try, the harder you try, the faster it sticks, the stronger it sticks. The harder you try, the stronger it sticks. You are not able to remove the palms. It's held together tightly, tightly, tightly. You are not able to take it out. The harder you try, the stronger it sticks. You are not able to take it out because it's glued together, tighter and tighter, tighter and tighter, tighter and tighter. And now relax and gently take your hand out. All right. Okay. So what is important now is IAS. These are the three critical elements needed to succeed in hypnosis. What is IAS? I mean intention. That means you need to set a purpose for hypnosis. For what purpose am I doing hypnosis? For behavior modification, for positive thinking installation, to forget a bad memory and move towards relaxation, to get sleep. So set a purpose. Intention is important and be sincere to the intention and be as specific as possible. Intention. Two, attention to the process of hypnosis. There is no multitasking here. Multitasking will not work. Yeah, there is no, in fact, there is no multitasking at all. What I'm saying is that one at a time and that done well is what we say. So attention to the process of hypnosis is important for you to succeed in self-hypnosis. I mean self-hypnosis. That means tomorrow onwards. Today I'm going to teach you. Tomorrow onwards, you can do hypnosis to yourself. And so you can gain authenticity and thereby you can easily apply hypnosis on others also and help people. So you are going to be a people helper from tomorrow onwards. So attention to the process of hypnosis is important. But surrender to the process of hypnosis. Till the process is over, you need to be totally sincere to the process and keep doing it. It's very, very important. Yeah? This is what I meant as IAS. Okay. And quickly, I'm going to say we're going to deal with subconscious mind. Mind has got two parts. Conscious mind is the surface mind. We are now dealing with the subconscious mind, where we are obvious of the circumstances around. We hear, we smell, we taste. The senses pick up from the environment. So we are the conscious mind, and everything gets registered subconscious mind. And hypnosis deals with subconscious mind. Two parts of the mind. You are aware of it already. And the aim of subconscious mind is only thing, it regulates your automatic nervous system. It imagines a lot easily. All your memories and moods are stored in your subconscious mind. So that's what we mean. And quickly, in subconscious mind, it records everything. It's always alert and awake. 95% of your daily activities automatically automated one. Subconscious mind deals with it. Subconscious mind yields to habituation. You have to habituate it. It speaks in your dreams. Subconscious mind mostly thinks in terms of images. That's why in dreams, you get more of images and pictures. Yeah. And subconscious mind takes everything literally. There is no joke for it. It can't analyze. And it can do trillion things at once. Simultaneously, it can do a lot. It is not logical. It is the feeling mind in you. And it is said your subconscious mind is million times more powerful than the conscious mind. Yeah. So you're going to deal with your own giant or genie, which is sleeping in you to obey your command. And today we're going to learn how to command your genie and get things done. So with this, we say a hypnotic state is alpha state of mind. It's a physically relaxed state, mentally alert state of mind. And in hypnotic state, you're not going to be helpless zombie. You'll be fresh and in fact more alert than even you are now conscious. At that time, you'll be more alert to everything happening around you. Nobody can hypnotize you without your consent. Please understand that. Nobody can hypnotize you without your consent. Stage hypnosis you might have witnessed, some of you might have seen. Even there also, if you notice, first the stage hypnotist would call about 10-15 people. He'll start giving command, but 3-4 people will not do anything. He will just send them out. Okay, please go. So those who are willing only get hypnotized over there. There is no power hypnotist especially has, which is thrust on people. There is nothing like it. So hypnotic induction process is to bypass the conscious mind or critical thinking mind and reach the subconscious mind, which is an obedient servant, and it simply obeys your command and does. So instead of logically analyzing, thinking, breaking your head, critically thinking and getting stuck, you work on belief that only positive outcome comes and start commanding subconscious mind. The hypnotic induction process is to simply bypass your critical mind. That's all. And it is said that alpha state of mind is the best state of mind for hypnotic induction, where 8 to 13 hertz of waves of brain waves, that is the ideal state for hypnotic induction. Beta is the conscious stage, agitated mental activity. Theta is sleeping state, delta is deep sleep. And alpha state of mind. During hypnotic induction, we bring the subject to alpha state of mind, and that is the awakened, relaxed mind. State of mind which receives the commander directly without any logical interference in between, and things happen. Without exception, you have been hypnotized before when looking out of window with a faraway look, thinking intently about a particular thing. You are lost. Oh, I was lost in my thought. We say that is hypnotic state. Absorbed reading of a book, forgetting your immediate environment is a hypnotic state. Sitting on a train for a long time and feeling the monotony of journey is nearly putting you to sleep. That is a hypnotic state. Or normally it happens for me when I take a book, start reading, after some time I'll feel slightly sleepy. That's a hypnotic state for me, I know. Yeah. Sitting in a lecture hall, sitting in a lecture hall, hearing the speech, you struggle to keep yourself awake. That half drowsy state is a hypnotic state of mind. Yes. So we are all undergoing hypnosis. So hypnosis, when you say, is only self-hypnosis. Even though an hypnotist induces the subject, it is only self-hypnosis. There is no externally induced hypnotic state that somebody can overpower you. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis only. The subject is willing to undergo, and the hypnotist is only leading the process. Whatever happens in the subject is happening with the fullest awareness of the subject, and the subject does everything without logical questioning and obeys the dictates or commands or the words of the hypnotist only. So all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. Okay. So now over to you, stop share and open it for you to ask me questions before we go into the practice of hypnosis. So whatever I shared about hypnosis now, any questions to ask, you can ask me now. Before we go to the practice of hypnosis. For the next 1 hour, we're going to practice hypnosis only. So you can ask questions.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, of course. It is the time for asking questions.
Yeah. So just suppose the client decides what you want to be to find out through hypnosis, or the person who is handling the client decides what is to be found out through hypnosis. How do you get to the root of the thing? Who decides?
It is the subject decides.
Subject decides. Now, let's say the subject is not aware that something is a problem, and the person doing the hypnosis feels that is the area that has to be identified. Then it cannot be done if the subject is not open to the thing. Am I right?
The subject is not aware at surface level. However, by proper questioning, I understand. For example, I'm always stressed in my life. I don't know. The subject says. So, I understand you are stressed. And what do you want? No, I don't know. Subject may say, I don't know. I'm stressed. Okay, I understand you don't know. And if what happens in your life from this moment onwards, that you will be happy. You can ask this question. They may answer. So you need to find out by asking questions. Maybe such people who are not sure can come for the next session. I can teach you how to ask questions so that you're able to figure out and make the subject specifically say what they want. But it is good and allow the subject to decide as to what they want.
Okay.
Yeah? Otherwise, you can assume on their behalf and do it. If it works out, fantastic. If it doesn't work out, then you'll have to ask subject again. Normally, if the subject owns the responsibility for deciding what they want, they will yield to it. Otherwise, still it will be your suggestion to them. Subconsciously, they may not agree fully.
Okay.
Thanks for asking this question. Yeah.
Hi, sir.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Somebody else go ahead.
In fact, you can unmute your video also, no problem. Because it's only a discussion time. You can unmute your video if you prefer. Yeah. Yes.
Can I go now?
Yes, please. Lakshmi, please go ahead. Yeah.
Sir, I have read some books about, regression and progression through hypnosis. So, how feasible is it, sir? Can I know? Because
When you say feasibility, what feasibility?
what is your take on this? Can we go as far back as our past lives and?
Possible. Yes. It is all inside the head.
Okay. So you say the subconscious mind stays the same over lifetimes.
Stays the same means?
Is it the same subconscious mind we have over our lifetimes?
Are you the same person?
Physically not.
Even mentally not.
Okay.
It is your thinking. It is your thinking that you are the same is what is keeping you same, but yet there are a lot of changes happening. It's all perception only.
Okay.
So conceptually, subconscious mind remains the same, but in its content, it is not the same.
Okay.
Because the word subconscious is what we are using. Verbally, we are using to understand a concept called subconscious mind. But are we able to look at subconscious mind?
No.
It's all for conscious understanding. Intellectual understanding, we are using the word subconscious. That's all. So in one sense, yes, it remains the same. At the same time, it does not remain the same.
Okay.
If it remains the same, we are insane.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we tap into our knowledge from previous births and all that through this self-hypnosis?
I do not know on previous birth because I am only living in this birth at the conscious level I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, two things I would like to say. Past life regression does not mean your previous birth.
Okay.
This is the current life. 17th April 2021 is the current life you are leading.
Okay.
10 years back is a past life for you.
Yeah, that is true.
So, previous birth and all is the subject is saying, okay, we can accept it.
Okay.
Whereas I am not competent enough to say that yes, X has gone to the past life, Y has gone to the past life. No,
Okay.
I can't say that.
Okay.
As a hypnotist, I listen to the feedback from the subject and I go by what the subject says without doubting.
Okay.
If the subject says I'm in my 10th previous birth, okay, so what are you doing there?
Okay. That is for the subject to understand and decide.
Because they have come for futuristic solution.
Okay.
Anybody comes to hypnosis process is futuristic. They want something to achieve in the future.
Okay.
For that, we take the help of the past.
Okay.
So there is no externally evident machine to scan and then find out what is the past. No.
Yeah, we cannot be sure about that.
So we believe subject is saying truth, whatever they say, and lead them from where they are to where they want to go. So about past life, of course, Rishi says, yes, we have a past life. So I believe that from that angle.
Okay.
But just as I currently see Lakshmi on the screen and take her to be in flesh and blood available, you see Ranganathan only in a screen and you believe internally that I am flesh and blood available to you.
Right.
It is that belief that is operating currently now.
Right.
Same way during hypnosis subject also, the subject says that I am in my previous birth, I am a boy in Australia, okay, and they'll not take it on that face.
Okay.
Or at least I am not competent enough to say it's what I would like to say.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, any other questions? I am willing to answer before we go to practice about hypnosis.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Gayatri, yeah.
Will one session be fine, or we might need to have multiple sessions, sir?
Is it okay that you can? Gayatri, is it okay that you can unmute your video? Is it okay?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please.
Yes.
Yeah, ask. Yeah.
So, is it like 1 hour be enough, or we might need to attend multiple sessions, sir?
Enough for what?
to at least learn the basics of self-hypnosis.
Yes, for learning,
See,
for learning,
already knew.
for learning,
Yeah.
1 hour is sufficient. For
Okay.
practicing, you need to apply and then practice daily.
Okay.
When you go to Yogasana class, the master teaches only the posture.
Yeah. Okay.
After that, for attaining Purna Sthiti, you'll have to practice.
Okay.
You are dealing with mind. So I'm going to teach you one technique of progressive relaxation here, which is sufficient for you to know in this session. And this one session you can practice and hypnotize others. Fair enough.
Okay. Okay.
Like Bruce Lee said, I'm not afraid of the man who practices 10,000 kicks once. I'm afraid of the man who practices one kick 10,000 times.
Okay.
Power of precision. So what you learn today, if you can precisely practice and apply on yourself, you get the authentic experience of hypnosis. And you know authentically what happens in you. And every other human being is also human being like you. Maybe the shape, size, and DNA can change perhaps. I don't know. I'm just saying. So yet the process of hypnosis is same. And you can apply on others and help people to come out of their difficulties, whatever they say they have. Please understand, whatever they say they have. We are not here to interpret their difficulties.
Okay.
If someone says that, and so we can help them to come out of it by proper programming, which you're going to learn today.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
All that is needed is focus attention to what I'm saying and being here in the hall, in the program and learning it. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Any other questions, anybody else?
How long can a person be in a hypnotic state? I mean, if you were doing for a subject, is there a specific time? Is it only 1 hour, or can the person be in a hypnotic state for a longer period or a shorter period? Is there any specific time period that has to be maintained?
You can't maintain.
Okay.
You can't maintain. It's all about the relevance and need.
Mm-hmm.
Willingness of subject and the relevance of hypnotic induction and the comfort of the subject.
Okay.
And now our good friend from Coimbatore, Lakshmi, was asking about past life regression and all.
Yeah.
Now you are an NLP and you have got exposure to NLP, I know. So I'm saying it. There's something called a 6-step reframing, which deals with only subconscious mind. Yeah. Reframing, context reframing, meaning reframing is that in a conscious level. Yeah. At the subconscious level, one reframing called a 6-step reframing, which entirely deals with the subconscious mind. Okay. It can take, when you take up 6-step reframing the subject, it can take even 6 hours, 5 hours. It's happened with me when one subject. So it is about the relevance, need, and the outcome at that time during interaction. Okay. So, and nobody need to be in hypnotic state for 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, not necessary. No, unless otherwise it is needed. But normally 1.5 hour session, people are able to attain what they want and you can bring them out. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so if there are no questions, we can move to practicing. Yeah. Okay, so I go back to again sharing it. You can always please mute your audio video now. Yeah. And be with me. Thank you very much for the cooperation. Yeah. Okay, so questions you have asked. Yeah. So first step is that I want you to keep gazing the Om symbol without winking your eyes until I say okay. Please keep focusing on this Om symbol without winking your eyes. Please keep intently looking at the Om symbol without winking your eyelids. Keep focusing on that. Keep focusing on that. I know as you keep focusing on it, that could be strain in your eyes and eyelids may want to close. And if it helps, close your eyes. Okay, open your eyes. That's fine. Okay. So the steps to self-hypnosis is this. Yeah? IDEAS is the acronym that I use for hypnosis process, self-hypnosis process, IDEAS. Okay. One is induce, I is induce, getting relaxed. For that, the step is counting backwards from 50 to 1. For example, now I demonstrate. You can see me now doing it. Just watch me how I do it. Now 50 to 1. First is that with your eyes closed, take a deep breath. So this will put your mind gradually to relaxed state, and this will cut off from any external pressure or environment and help you to come inwardly focused gradually, and that can relax your body and mind also. And as you have done that, then just for a few seconds, observe the pace of breathing. Now I move my hand for you to understand my breathing pace. Okay. If my hand goes up, I'm breathing in. If my hand comes down, I'm breathing out. Now, whenever I breathe out, I count the numbers backwards. Yeah. 50, 49, 48, 47, 44. So like this, first take a deep breath, release it. Deep breath, release it. And then observe your pace of breathing. You are not doing any breathing exercise. There is no pranayama involved here. There is no breath control happening. Nothing to do with your breathing. It is only your awareness of your breathing. There is no breathing exercise here. Yeah. It is just becoming aware of your breathing. That means you are drawing your attention from external surroundings to inward. That's all. As you breathe out, say the number 50, 40, 10, 9. Why the counting backwards? Is because 1 to 50 or 1 to 100, you are already automated. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So your mind will be elsewhere, counting will happen automatically. Whereas doing something which is not already pre-programmed will help you to pay attention here and now. So what is important for hypnosis is collecting your scattered consciousness towards one thing in a very relaxed way, not forced way. So one method is counting backward from 50 to 1. The first step is, this is one way of, this was self-hypnosis, okay? This is one way of putting you to hypnotic induction and bring your body, mind to relaxed state, yeah? So counting backward from 50 to 1 is very important. That's the first step, I. G is deepening that. Once you have come to 1, you have to state the statements as affirmation. I am progressively and deeply relaxing. I am progressively and deeply relaxing. Say it in a very, very non-conventional way, as if you're singing a song, and in a different way, you know, as I say now. I'm not saying I am progressively deeply relaxing. I'm not saying a statement. I'm saying as a command with a different tone. Tonality is very important. I am progressively and completely relaxing. Say it within. I'm saying aloud so that you can hear what I'm saying, but when you say, you'll say within yourself, not loud. Not necessarily you need to say aloud. Yeah. And when you say that, you will be observing from top of the head to tip of the toe, and you will be saying that. Like first pay attention to your head. I am progressively and deeply relaxing. Then your forehead, then your nose, then your cheek, chin, mouth, ear, neck, chest, abdomen, arms, hand, finger, part by part, part by part, part by part. If someone knows Yogasana, I'm drawing a parallel here. Savasana is what we do, like that. Part by part, you pay your attention to the body and say, I am progressively and deeply relaxing. This is what deepening the hypnosis process. And once you have done that, visualize, imagine that you have already attained whatever you want. For example, can I change my behavior? Right? Okay. So if I've changed my behavior, how will I behave? So after doing the first process of counting backwards and deepening the relaxation, then I start seeing on a mental screen how I behave. That new behavior is being exhibited, and I relish and appreciate myself. I see it with all appreciation. My eyes are seeing it with appreciation, and I feel proud of myself exhibiting that behavior, change behavior. Because your subconscious mind does not know the difference between an imagined situation and a real situation. When you fake inside you as if it is a reality, their subconscious mind believes that that is the reality. So automatically the new behavior, desired behavior gets exhibited. So visualize the end result. Focus on what you want. That is E. Then auto-suggestion, then I am becoming the new person. I am talking in the context of behavior modification. No? I am becoming the new person. I am becoming the new person. I am becoming a lovable person. I am becoming a wonderful person. I am exhibiting that behavior. I am exhibiting that behavior. Keep saying that auto-suggestion for some time. How long? Until you want to say, until you feel comfortable. There is no head count or there's no count at all here. Number of counts is not important. It's about your comfortable saying it. So affirmation, auto-suggestion is important. And then gradually, I am now coming out of my hypnotic state. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. At the count of 3, I'm going to be in the awakened state. 1, I'm coming out slowly. 2, yes, I'm fully awake, bright, and 3, I open my eyes. So like that, you'll have to self-command. The beauty is, mind is the subject and mind is the object. Both are mind, and that is the beauty of human mind, that it is the object of study and it is subject of study. So you are endowed with the gift of studying your own self. So use this ideas technique for self-hypnosis. I'm going to do the same process for you today. So we'll be learning and experiencing it now. Okay. Okay, so I want you to now close your eyes, and I'm going to lead you through the process of hypnosis now. Close your eyes and take a deep breath and release. Take a deep breath and release. Take a deep breath and release, and observe your breathing as it goes in and as it comes out. Observe your breathing as it goes out and as it comes in. And once you see yourself breathing, simply follow the instruction that I give you now. And you are now gradually getting hypnotized. And you are now gradually getting hypnotized. You are now safe and secure. You are now absolutely safe and secure. And you follow the process that I tell you to do. And now I'm going to count from 30 to 1. And you will be saying after me, you will say the count after me. And as you say the numbers, you're going to see the number on the mental screen. And as you notice the number, it is going to vanish. 30, 20, 28, 27, 26, a deeper and deeper state of relaxation coming over your body, and you feel now totally and completely relaxed. Whenever I say relaxed, you go into a deep state of relaxation as it appeals to you. 24, deeper and deeper relaxing. 23, 22, 21, 20 times a deeper relaxation sets in you that you become calm and relaxed. Whatever sound you hear around you is helping you to attain a deeper state of relaxation and calmness, and any kind of stress or pain in the body is getting dissolved as you listen to my voice and do this counting within you. 15 times a deeper relaxation is happening in you, and you become aligned with you more and more and more. You get aligned with you more and more and more. And you feel wonderful, soothing, calming, cooling relaxation is passing through your body as you sit with your eyes closed and paying attention to what I'm saying, and parallelly observing yourself and undergoing a wonderful soothing feeling. 40, 30, 12, 11, 10, 9, deeper and deeper and deeper soothing feeling. A relaxed sensation is passing through you that you feel very wonderful. Listening to my voice, surrendering to the process of hypnosis makes you a wonderful person, and you are enjoying this process of hypnotic induction, which is safe and wonderful for you. This is a wonderful feeling that you're having now, and you count 5 times a deeper relaxation, 6 times a deeper relaxation, 10 times a deeper relaxation, 100 times a deeper relaxation. 4, 3, 2, 1. start visualizing a deep glowing light passing through your body from top of your head. The glowing light can be of the color of your choice, probably blue, which is always soothing, or any color which makes you feel comfortable. You find a glowing light from the top of your head is passing through your body, is passing through your body. And it comes and fills your head entirely, your forehead, your eyes, and your eyes are so heavy that you are not able to open your eyes even if you want. That beautiful glowing light now enters your nose, into your cheeks, into your ears now, into your upper lip, lower lip, your chin, your neck, now your entire head portion, completely is filled with this glowing light, which is soothing for you, which is wonderful for you, which is fantastic, and a new experience is now. And this soothing feeling of this glowing light of the color of your choice is now entering your chest portion now, and it fills your entire chest portion. You notice that your chest portion is now completely glowing with this light. Your shoulders are now filled with this light, is illumined by this glowing light of health and healing. This glowing light is of health and healing, and you feel so very wonderful. And the glowing, healing light is filling the back of your portion. The back is now filled with this healing light, and your back is now feeling light and pleasant. Your vertebra, your backbone, and every part at the back is now glowing with this light, and your abdomen is now filled with this glowing light, and you feel soothing, calm, so wonderful that it is a very new experience for you. That your entire arm portion, your palm and your fingers and nail tip all are glowing in this soothing light, that you feel so wonderful till your abdomen portion, from top of the head till the tip of your abdomen portion, that you now are glowing with a soothing sensation. The light is illuminating your upper portion of the body, that you have a cooling, soothing, calming, relaxed sensation that makes you feel light, pleasant, and joyous. And as you are experiencing now, listening to my voice along with the music, and your presence wherever you are now noticing your thighs are becoming light, pleasant, and joyous, glowing in this light. The soothing light passing through your head, filling every portion of your body, has entered your thigh muscles, and whatever stress or pain or pressure over there is released entirely, and a new relaxed sensation is filled over there, and you feel very, very wonderful. And now you pay attention to your knees. Your knee portion is feeling relaxed. Any strain or pain lodged over there for whatever reason is now getting released, and your knee is feeling relaxed by this glowing light, healing light passing through that, and your leg portion, calf muscles, the muscle over there, the bones in the leg are now feeling soothing, cooling, light, and very, very pleasant. Your feet is very pleasant now because of the illumination that that light has given, and you are feeling light, pleasant, wonderful. If your feet is resting on the ground, you find the glowing light passing through your feet to the ground wherever you are, and your entire body now is being illumined by this healing light, giving you a soothing sensation, absolutely soothing sensation. And you keep enjoying this soothing sensation, and you pay attention parallelly to the command that I give to your subconscious mind. Enjoy this process with your eyes closed, and you're going to keep your eyes closed until I ask you to open. Till now, your eyes are very tightly closed. The eyelids are tightly held together, that even you can't open your eyes even if you want. The more you try, the more harder the eyes close. And now, listening to my voice, and as I give command to your subconscious mind with the music in the background, you are getting ready for a very strong, healthy, powerful life. You trust the universe. You now begin to trust the universe, and the universe gives exactly what you need at the right time. You begin to trust our universe, which is a wonderful place to live. And now the universe takes care of all your needs in life, and everything reaches you at the right time, in the right way. From now on, everything always works out perfectly for you. You are creating your dream life. You are worthy of receiving yes for all your needs and desires, and you receive yes from the universe, meeting your needs at the right time, giving you a life of fulfillment. Now release everything that is not serving your highest purpose. You gently now release everything that is not serving your purpose. You are capable of following your dreams, and you now begin to manifest all your desires. You are capable of following your dream, and you can manifest all your desires. your health, wealth, relationship, all are coming to you in abundance. Your health, your wealth, relationship, all are coming to you in abundance. You are improving day by day in every way. You are progressing, advancing day by day in every way. You are improving day by day in every way. You are now prospered in all your interests day by day. You attract every day more joy, more love into your life. You are becoming wealthy, prosperous in every aspect of your life. You are becoming more and more healthy and strong physically, emotionally, to live your life smoothly, joyously, and wonderfully. You are becoming healthy and strong physically, emotionally, to live your life smoothly and joyously and wonderfully. Positive and genuine people now surround you. Positive people and genuine people now surround you, and you begin to identify and attract positive and genuine people who contribute to your life's purpose. You now begin to identify and attract positive and genuine people who contribute to your life's purpose. You are beginning to achieve your goal in a smooth progression. Day by day, in every way, you are nearing your goal. The universe takes care of all your needs and provides you at the appropriate time. You now release through your exhalation all limiting beliefs and thoughts and fears about achieving your goal, and you meet your life's purpose. Through your exhalation, when you release your breath, you release now all limiting beliefs, thoughts, fears about achieving your goal and your purpose. Every day you are moving, advancing closer to your goal. You are smart. You are creative. You are motivated. You are wonderful. You are smart. You are creative. You are motivated. More and more of self-love flows in. More and more of self-love flows in. More and more of self-acceptance is becoming stronger in you. You now accept yourself for what you are, and you respect yourself for who you are. You now accept yourself for who you are, and you respect yourself for who you are. You begin to respect yourself and accept yourself, and that marks now the beginning of a wonderful life that makes you lead a life of purpose and joy, and it is worth living and leading life on earth. You find a comfort in change that life throws, and you find a comfort in any new environment. You find a comfort in change, and you find a comfort in any new environment. Because you love yourself, you believe yourself, you support yourself. You now begin to love yourself. You believe yourself and you support yourself. From now on, you begin to believe in the power of your subconscious mind, and you get connected with your subconscious mind through this practice of self-hypnosis on your own, finding time amidst your routine, and you get more and more acquainted with yourself. You are now beginning to acquaint with yourself and look within for all the questions that you have in your mind about your life and purpose. You are now beginning to trust your subconscious mind and intuition, and now you begin to look within through the self-hypnosis process and seek answers for all the life's questions and mysteries which you currently have, because you are now aligned with your subconscious mind, which is a benevolent friend and your loving darling. Your subconscious mind is your loving darling, who always fully obeys your command and readily executes your dictates, and you begin to dictate and ask subconscious mind to fulfill all your life needs, and so you lead a life of glory and joy from now on. It's a wonderful thing that you chose to attend this program and you have learned the self-hypnosis process, and you begin to lead a life at your terms, in your way, and you are the master of your life and self from now on. You get answers for all your life questions because you are now beginning to believe the power of subconscious mind, and you know to get in touch with your subconscious mind through the process of self-hypnosis, which is a safe way to gain and operate your mind and get things and manifest your desires and fulfilling your purpose in life. You are now feeling so soothing and wonderful that I'm going to remain silent for a minute, and you're going to enjoy this relaxed feeling in your body, listening to the music. And after that, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. At the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes. Till such time, with your eyes closed, I'm going to remain silent for a minute, and you enjoy this relaxed feeling within you. All right, now I'm going to count from 1, 2, 3. Now, at the count of 3, you are going to open your eyes, fully awake, feeling light, pleasant, relaxed, carrying this command I give. 1, you know that you have to open your eyes, and your hypnotic session is over, and you are asked to open your eyes, so you are ready to open your eyes. 2, you are fully awake, alert now in the hall wherever you are in. 3, open your eyes. Completely open your eyes. And once you have opened your eyes, I want you to briskly rub your palm. Briskly rub your palm. Briskly rub your palm. It's called break state, and you are coming back to the present consciousness here. And certainly I'll take your feedback at the question hour. We will now move forward to how to hypnotize others. You learned now about self-hypnosis. The same process can be used for others also. Like I put here, counting backwards from 50 to 1. You can ask somebody to close their eyes. You can ask them to count backwards. You can count from 50 to 1 and ask them to count backwards along with you. Yeah, like I did. Ask them to observe their breathing and ask them to pace the breathing. And when you say the number 50, if they are able to pace along with you, okay, or if you're able to pace their breathing, okay, if you're able to notice that breathing out, then say the numbers along with that. If it's okay, say that. Otherwise, also, you don't have to pace breathing. Count it slowly. 30, 29. Like that, count backwards. Ask the person to be focused. And then tell them, you are progressively and deeply relaxing. Third, ask them to visualize. If they have told you for what purpose they have come for hypnosis, then narrate a story as if they have achieved it. For example, a person comes, I always feel agitated whenever my wife calls me on my mobile. If the person says, and he comes for hypnosis, and he wants to feel cool when he gets a call from his wife. So process 30 to 1. And after that, progressive relaxation. Now, you see yourself holding the mobile on hand, and you see the ringtone happening. You see it's the number, your wife is calling, and then you smile at it. So like that, you describe, ask the person to visualize, and then you are becoming relaxed whenever your wife calls. You are becoming relaxed whenever your wife calls. Say that for some time, and after that, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. At the count of 3, you will come out. So this is the step, even when you induct somebody else. So this is one way of induction. The next is that ask the subject to look at a point in front of them above the eye level, or you can keep your finger above the eye level and ask them to focus it. Focus without winking. And if they intently keep focusing, automatically the eyes become heavy, it will close down. Your eyes are now closed and it is becoming tighter and tighter. Even if you want to open your eyes, you can't open your eyes. So automatically they will keep it closed because they want hypnotic happen in them. So they will definitely oblige and they will keep their eyes closed and then start giving the command, like how I did, whatever that they want. You are becoming a wonderful person. You are now beginning to feel relaxed whenever wife calls you. You are now beginning to enjoy the conversation with your wife. You are now feeling calm and cool, even if the mobile rings when a call comes from your wife. You are enjoying the conversation. Like that, you keep on using imagination and keep on hypnotizing the person for sufficient length of time, maybe for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Normally, this kind of hypnotic induction process can go for 20 minutes or 30 minutes maximum, unless otherwise the person has a deep emotional scar. Normal behavior modification, behavior changes, maximum 30 minutes sufficient. So keep on saying it. In a very, tonality is very important. Like how I said, you are now feeling calm and relaxed when you hear the ringtone and a call from your wife. Say like that. not at the conscious level, subconscious level. Talk like that. So this is one way of induction. So you can hypnotize others also, absolutely safe, no side effect can happen. Really believe me, because there is nothing externally injected into the person. You are seeking permission of the person, and the person is willing to cooperate with you. You are not forcing anything. You are not using any other external medicine or any perfume or anything to induce to the sensory mode. No, you're only asking them, they are willing, and it is up to them to experience the hypnotic process for them to get the benefit. Yeah. So you can do this hypnotizing others from tomorrow onwards. What is the best way to gain confidence? Only by doing. Only by doing. And how you can start? First, keep applying on yourself. Notice whatever changes that you want to. For example, now you want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, for example, then start programming. Whenever within the day, reverse counting, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow morning, I will get up. No, that's not always. The statement must be made in the present tense. Tomorrow morning, I am getting up at 5 o'clock. Not I will be getting up. I am getting up at 5 o'clock. Keep saying it. You will be able to hypnotize people. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, I'm only new. Fake it till you make it. Believe that you are a good hypnotist. Have the confidence and start using hypnosis. It is a safe way, foolproof way, doing good to people. And especially during pandemic time now, you can help a lot of people come out of this corona phobia, I would say. Yeah, a lot of rumors are coming. You can help people feel stress relieved. Wonderful. So I stop share now and over to you for questions about the learnings that you had, feedback about the hypnosis process. Go ahead. Yeah, Sheila is raising her hand. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. No? Okay. So you can unmute your video. Yeah. And
Hello,
who
sir.
wants to ask? Yeah.
I got it now. What I found
Excuse
when
me,
I
sir.
was going, yeah, sorry, somebody wants, I think. Can I go ahead?
Who is saying, can I go ahead?
No, I asked Sheila.
Sheila. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Please go ahead, Sheila. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I found that at one point, though you were continuing with it, I was not in that state of deep this thing. I was a lot more aware after a point of time. So
Aware of what?
no, in the sense that I was not to a deep state after a point of time. I found that I had moved, I had come off my state. So was it any particular reason, or it's just
That's the
my...
way the mind is. It's okay.
Okay.
You have to habituate it. That's all.
Okay, okay.
There's no failure, only feedback. Yeah. Yeah. Over to people. Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody
yes,
else
sir.
also asked. Yes, Rekha, please go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, sir. It was a nice experience, sir. Hypnotism is, I'm experiencing it. It is very nice. I will use it, sir. Daily for my growth and for my success. I will use it, this, sir, for hypnotism, self-hypnotism. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
This is a wonderful tool, Rekha, for anger management. Okay. Rekha,
Okay.
it's only for you. It's a wonderful tool for anger management. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Others.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Others. Any questions?
Sir, I have.
Yes, Lakshmi. Yes.
I have a couple of questions.
Please.
So first of all, thank you. It was wonderful.
Thank
The lecture was also very good, but I loved the practical part more. So
Thank you. Thank you.
and sir, as somebody else before me also said, I kept coming out of that state and then getting back deeper to that state. So it happened like twice or thrice. I mean, from your answer, I gathered that by practice we will get better at it. And I have two questions, sir. So one is the subject supposed to stay physically still during the entire process? Like, my place there are mosquitoes, I have to scratch. So,
All right.
I mean, will that distract me from my state.
Those are all automatic process, and that can happen. Scratching and all is okay.
Okay.
Only thing is dancing and hypnosis. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know. Normally, an agitation comes to a conscious state.
Okay.
So normally, only if the body is stable, the mind also gets stability. Yeah?
Okay.
Otherwise, itching and all is normal. Since you said mosquito, now if I were actually in your place, what I would have said is, Lakshmi, now as you are focused and the mosquito bite is deepening your relaxation. I would have said like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay. Get it.
Yes.
And the
Still,
other
still you can
question-
scratch. Still you can scratch and bite, hit mosquito. That's okay. Yeah. But I would
Okay.
have.
Okay. Okay.
Next question. Yeah.
Sir, the other question was, how can we use hypnosis as a tool to help people who have chronic illnesses like hypertension or diabetes? How is there any way in which we can help them manage this better by regular hypnosis or coming
Yeah.
to-
Now about physiological diseases like cancer
Okay.
or any other bodily disturbance, medication is only thing required. Yeah. Now, whatever is psychosomatic, now you said about hypertension. Normally, hypertension comes by some suppressed, repressed feelings, mostly. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless otherwise, the food habit for the person is abnormal, erratic, unregulated. Otherwise, normally, hypertension or acidity, all these come due to stress level only. So you are now becoming progressively relaxed. Can help the person to reduce their tension and the BP level can come down. It calls for continuous administration, not in one sitting. Yeah?
Okay.
And now for cancer patients and all, pain is very heavy for them, unbearable. No, they curse themselves. Why the hell do I undergo this? Now, what harm did I do? What sin I did? That's what people say. Self-acceptance is very, very important to come out of diseases. Whatever it is. Our Dr. Hema is here. She's very authority in self-acceptance. That's the message she always gives. So self-acceptance is the starting point for self-development. For whatever it is, accept. Now, even Ramana Maharishi had cancer. But such people, they take the karma of others into their body, crystallize in the body and dissolve it. Yeah. So a person undergoing chronic illness, somewhere they are dissolving their past karma. That's how a Hindu faith says. It's good to believe that. Yeah. Somewhere from the past, the karma is dissolved. It's good in one sense from the angle. Not that we should invite it, but if it has come to you, self-acceptance is a starting point to dissolve this one. So for chronic people, when you say, you can help them to accept the fact and be more relaxed and peaceful with it, and that can set the process in them to correct and come out faster.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Anybody else? Yeah. Sanjay ji, long time. Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Yeah.
Being a hypnotist, I use these practices, but for the first time, I got too much ideas from you for self hypnosis,
Thank you.
and it was a wonderful session, sir. Wonderful.
So Janvi is a daughter?
Yeah, right.
Because she once participated in one of the webinars sometime before.
Sometime before, right? See
Yes.
what happens during weekdays. I used to come after 8 or 8:15 only.
Right.
Therefore, I could not attend you.
Okay.
So,
Once you were caught in the
at
rain,
once
Bombay
I
rain, if you
told her
remember,
to
yeah?
Right.
Take care. Bombay, Mahara seems
So
to
it
be
was a
COVID
wonderful
mode, yeah.
session. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. Sir. Right.
Yeah,
Thank
open
you.
to participants. Any questions? I'm ready to clarify. Yeah.
So
Or
what,
feedback. Yeah.
yeah, what about the music, sir? It actually aided much more towards hypnosis. That music, whatever you're playing, right?
It aided. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Do we need
the
to have that also when we are doing the self-hypnosis daily?
Yeah, you can use music. Two reasons. Like in the temples, during Aarti, they play the bell to ward off any other unwanted sound so the people are focused. Same way, during hypnosis, when you have this mild music, that will eliminate other unwanted sound from the atmosphere and you will be focused. And two, This soothing sound can aid you and help you to be more relaxed and focused. Yeah?
Yeah.
The sound has an impact on the nerves.
Yes. So where do we get that sound, sir? How do I get it? Like if I want to
Now,
practice
now,
this.
now, next to God, Google is now playing the role. Okay. So Google search royalty-free music for hypnosis. You will get lakhs and lakhs, and you can download it and you can hear.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
are you married?
Yes.
Maybe you can listen to your husband's voice. I'm just joking, okay? In a lighter way. Yeah. Okay, any other
Okay,
questions?
sir. I don't have a question. I probably will have once I, go back to the session again. So what I want to say is something that I felt when we were in the hypnotic state. So recently, I've been thinking of getting a tattoo that says "I am enough." This as an Indian society has a lot of problem with self-love, like you said, like saying that you are okay and you're enough is not good enough. So I wanted to get this tattoo, and this session when we were in that hypnotic state, I actually felt that I don't need a tattoo to remind myself that I'm okay and I'm enough.
Okay.
It is like a tattoo in your subconscious that it's okay and you are enough. So that was one wonderful thing that came to my mind during the session. So I just wanted to tell everybody that.
Thanks for your positive
Thank
feedback.
you.
I feel honored. Yeah.
Thank you.
Whatever happens, I love the way I am and I accept for who I am. Just say two things. Neighbor's dog is barking and you're feeling irritated. I love the way I am and I'm feeling calm, wonderful. Self-acceptance is the starting point, and so whatever order, if that is done, then you can find your ways. Because of all the criticisms, self-criticism is a starting point for downward spiral and we lose everything. Even if somebody is there, why the hell I get such people? No, we only curse ourselves. So that has to stop. And the more you program your subconscious mind, the more positive things can happen. Because it's a 1 hour webinar, I've taken the theory part and practical part quickly. Maybe if you choose to attend a 1 day program, 2 day program, a lot of other integration process can be given and more why can be answered. More hows can be answered. Yeah? It's just a taste I've given you. Thank you. I feel honored, Subhita, Swati, for saying this. So nice. And
Sir,
you don't have to say that. Yeah, you don't have to say that, but then you asked one question, can that happen? So if you remember, if you don't remember, forget, no problem. For enrolling for this webinar, you asked one question to me, can
Correct,
that
yes.
happen? So
Yes.
you now feel confident that can happen?
Definitely, sir. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, somebody else was, I heard some noise. Yeah.
sir, it was me, Lakshmi.
Yes.
And what Swati said was something I forgot to mention to you. But I also had that wonderful feeling that, for the first time, I was appreciating myself for who I am, and I could really feel that self-love. So, and I have never felt it till now. I used to say that, I am good and all that stuff, but it was verbal, but this time I could really feel it.
Yes, feeling is important. Affirmations are said as a statement, like mantra. Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rama Rame Saraswati. Not that way. We are mechanically, not that way. It's more of saying it with that feeling. I love the way. When you say with the feeling, self-acceptance comes, and that brings a change. Feeling is what gives the change inside us. Statement is at the conscious level. Feeling is at subconscious level. Anybody else before we wind up for the day? Anybody else?
Right?
Yeah, somebody else.
Thank you, sir, for everything. There is one question. If I'm doing a self-hypnosis on myself,
Yeah.
how do I get out of it? In the sense, I'm in that state of hypnotic relaxation, and I might give myself self-affirmations, but how do I get out? I mean, will I be in a position to get myself out of the hypnotic state?
I can answer trickily, Sheila, also. I don't know. You are in hypnosis. How do I know? I can say that. But the point here is, I told you, if you recall, you are the object and you are the subject. The beauty of the mind is it studies itself. I told you. We are living in parts.
Okay.
We are living in parts. One part, we study the other part. You know, I was behaving nastily those days. You'll be using your hand also if you observe people. That means you are dissociated from your past, and now from this you talks of that you. So the mind always thinks in parts, in fact. So you can come out of it. And once you do actually, Sheila, you'll be knowing it. That's what I can tell you. You can come out of it.
Is it, sorry, I'm interrupting. Is it preferable to tape our thing and play it to ourselves, or is it preferable to, do it mentally?
How would you prefer? How would you prefer?
Tape it and let it play in your ear?
Please do it that way. If that is what is comfortable for you, please do it that way.
Okay. Because we had you do it for us.
I understand. Yeah. Now, this question stems from self-doubt.
Yeah, possible.
So then better you do it on your own. That's what I would say.
Okay. Fine.
Believe you can do it. See, I have also learned by practice, by conducting webinar like this. You believe that I know, so you are sitting here.
Okay.
If I can say that, yeah. So we are all human beings. We share the same neurology, and you can be an expert hypnotist very soon in a month's time. If you follow for 30 days the self-hypnosis process, after that you will be helping a lot of people. I know you are working with a lot of people. I know that you are into the psychological field, helping a lot of people. I know. So this tool can help you, Sheila. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. So if there are no questions, we can wind up. All right. So thank you very much for being with me. It was a wonderful interacting with you. You have given me the opportunity to share a nicest tool, which is handy for you now. And you are free to contact me in the future in case you have any doubt about self-hypnosis in the process of doing it. I will be certainly clarifying that. You can be in touch with me. Thanks to Proceedings Prasad for organizing it.
Thank you so much, sir.
Have a wonderful day. Namaste. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Prasad. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Normal wooden sticks do sometimes.